Overwhelmed by the idea of building an online course? You're not alone. But it doesn't have to be confusing or time-consuming. Today, I'm gonna share with you a smarter way of how you can build your first online course without burnout, without time that you can spend on tech, and without months of planning. First things first, you will learn how to start with needs analysis. Test your idea quickly, how to build a clean structure, how to include practical assignments, and how to choose lesson types that are easy for you to make and powerful for your learners. Let's start with the first and, in my opinion, the most important thing: needs analysis. If you don't know your client, then nothing can help. No brilliant idea for the course can help and can actually work, because you need to know your client, and you need to know your client very well. So how to understand what the needs are? There are many different ways how you can do that. First of all, you need to ask your audience, what are they struggling with and what would they like help with? You can use Instagram stories, LinkedIn, you name it, in order to clarify what the needs are. And you can also have some phone calls with your ideal customers, or perhaps you have some customers from your past that you can actually give a call and offer them something in return. You can book 3 clarity calls in order to understand what your potential audience needs, and then you will be able to validate your idea. Speaking of which, we go to number 2. Validating your course idea. After you collected information from your clients, you understand what your clients struggle with and what their needs are. And now the most important thing is to understand that you need to test. So you need to test the idea. And we are coming to the second key point in course design: validating your idea as soon as possible, within 48 hours. Yes, it's possible. How to do that? Once you have your idea, test it. Offer a free teaser. It can be a workbook or a 10-minute audio lesson. Ask for feedback and ask directly, if I launch this next month, would you join? And remember a golden rule in instructional design: never start building a course without having a yes from your client. When you design a course, you design it for someone in mind, for your potential client. If you know the needs well, then it won't be a problem for you to design the course that fits the purpose and helps them transform. At the end of the day, this is the key purpose of any educational product we design. Transformation matters. When we talk about transformation, it's important to think about how you can map this transformation. Remember, your course is not a library. It's a journey. Ask yourself, what is one transformation that you expect your learner to walk away with after the course? And then it will help you with the content and with the assessments. Your transformation is actually something what can help you with the content, because you can break it into 3-5 modules. We logically approach the structure. The structure of the course matters. It should be logical, succinct, and all modules need to be coherent. My advice is keep it short and structured. Each module can contain 3 to 5 lessons, and it will be totally fine. Perfectly enough for a good course with a sense of achievement. I frequently receive a question about the duration of these sessions. My advice would be to not go over 5 to 12 minutes. 12 is max, but 5 is better. Less is more. If you have those logical chunks well shaped, your learners will benefit from shorter ones, not longer ones. This format respects the attention span and keeps you consistent. When your content is short, focused, and repeatable, it helps the learner's attention span and better retention of the material. How to assess the success of the learners? When you think about the course design, you need to also think about the evaluation. What type of evaluation can be helpful? And this is the question you need to ask yourself at the very beginning, preferably before you start with the content, because there is a risk that your content will be relatively long and won't fit the purpose. I suggest starting with the evaluation that will help you understand what are the clear goals of each particular lesson. It will help you to stay consistent and coherent, as well as short, clear, and succinct in your delivery. My advice is to add projects. Information doesn't equal transformation. Remember, it's really important to give this sense of achievement and to provide it to your learner. How to do that? With the help of different transformational projects where they can see that they have achieved something within this course. And preferably, if you have a chance to provide feedback, that's something where they can learn from. That's why think about one assignment, one project for each module that you're designing, and challenge your learners. But don't forget to provide clear instructions and preferably some feedback so that they can understand that they are on the right track. In my upcoming videos, I will share more tips and tricks on how to provide developmental feedback to your learners. When we talk about the project, don't overcomplicate this concept. It can be as simple as a 1-minute pitch recording. It can be a mini plan that you will ask your learners to write, or it can be a voice recording that you can ask your learners to submit. Practical means powerful. Make it practical, and your learners will be eager to complete the tasks. And now let's talk about content formats. There are different content formats that you can pick. Low effort doesn't mean low value. Use what you already know. Voiceover slides in Canva, Loom or Descript screen recordings, PDF templates. The key is clarity, not cinematic perfection. And please avoid this mistake of trying to say everything. It's impossible, and actually it doesn't make any sense because your learners came to you to learn one particular thing. You remember, there is one goal, there is one transformation. Stick to it. Don't try to put everything into one course. It's better to have another course that you can offer if it's needed. If your course takes too long to build, it takes too long to finish. Remember, cut the fluff, teach with purpose. And then your learners will respect you and will choose your courses over others. If you have a course idea, please share it in the comments down below. Want more help with pricing, strategy, marketing, and launching? You can find more in the description down below. If you like this video, subscribe and hit the bell. We just have started. There are more videos that will help you navigate in your educational journey. I wish you good luck in your first course design and see you in my upcoming video. Bye!